This is going to be a long video, but I'll do my 5 minutes for the Instagram people. But the full video is going to be on YouTube. So, and that's at NilesBay on YouTube, which, you know, if you've seen these things, it's not that I'm begging for subscribers. It's like, by the way, a subscriber on YouTube is like free. You know, it doesn't do anything for you. It just means that you get to see videos that I post. A big deal. So I subscribe to I don't know how many people, but every now and then I'll get a video that I have subscribed to in the past. I'm like, I don't want to see that. It doesn't align with what I enjoy. So anyway, what do you think about all day long? What do I think about all day long? I think about probably too many things, but there's so much that goes through my brain. How much noise is there? How much worldly stuff is there that bothers you? What do you focus on the whole day? I guess I'll share some things about me. I think about my family. I think about my wife. I think about my kids. I think about my mom and dad and brothers and sisters, my friends. And when I'm at work, I think about, like, if I'm in the middle of something, it's kind of like I can focus. Well, it's not kind of like. I can actually focus really, really hard on a task that I'm given. I'm very task-oriented. Meaning, if something has to get done, it's like everything, I mean, I don't know, I think I may have said this before, but it's kind of like things slow down, or it's probably because I speed up so much, and like it's all muscle memory with editing and where, you know, which button to press. I don't even look at the keyboard anymore. It's probably just like a, you know, someone who can type, what, 100, 200, 300 words a minute? I don't know. Look it up. What's the fastest somebody can actually type? Actual letters, not like shorthand. Because those, by the way, the stenographers in a court, I mean, I guess it's like anything. You just have to practice it and you learn it and you just do it. So, but when I am not doing anything at work, that's when my mind kind of wanders. What about you? Where does your mind go? And I will tell you that if I don't do something spiritual or put something spiritual, like listen to the scriptures while I'm writing, I just listen to, you know, some scriptures for about 20, 25 minutes, something like that. And then I'm like, you know what? I need to record this video because traffic is atrocious. Do you see where my brain goes all over the place? I think you can, my wife knows much more than any of you how my mind goes all over the place. But anyway, do you put spiritual stuff in your brain? Do you try to act, well, I guess try to ingest spiritual, otherworldly things? Or are we just so focused on what's happening around us and what's happening in the world? And of course there's time for that, but what are we spending most of our time doing? For those of us who work, I think a lot of it is money. A lot of it's like, do we have enough money, and can we afford this, and can we afford that? Ooh, I'd really like that. Amazon's calling, or Amazon's showing up at the door. How many packages a week do you get from Amazon? I'd love to know, like literally, I would love to know in the comments. And I don't know if we want to know how many packages we get from Amazon. I don't think that's healthy. I'm sure it's very healthy for, you know, Jeff Bezos and everybody that works at Amazon, because it's you know, keeping them in business and keeping him on his, you know, mega yacht, I suppose. You know, but hey, I'm not, by the way, I don't fault billionaires for spending their money. I really don't. I mean, what if you were a billionaire? What would you do with your money? If you had $100 billion, that is so much stinking money. If you had $100 billion, what would you do with it? And from what I've seen, because I don't have a lot of money. From what I've seen is money only enhances the person that you are. And I'm sure you've heard that before. It enhances who you are inside. And I think all of us would say, oh man, if I had $100 billion, do you know how much good I could do in the world? But would you? Would you use that money to help other people? And this is the thing for all of my Instagram viewers. You probably already tuned out by now. But if you had $100 billion, would you give your money away to organizations? Would you give your money away to charities? And I guess this is the thing that, I mean, I really don't know. It's only what I've heard, but there are very few charities that do so much good in the world. Very few. And I think like the list is like, I guess you have to look at what they do with the money and how rich the managers or CEOs of that charity, how they live. And by their fruits ye shall know them. I think some of the televangelists, like preachers and whatnot, that start their own church, and they have millions, if not hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars that they've received from their congregation of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people. And do they live a lifestyle that is consistent with how Jesus would live? Jesus wouldn't really need anything because he would be provided for. I mean, there's, we're not going to dig deep into the scriptures because I think, I'm not a scriptorian by any means, but I think I take there's very, very deep meanings in the scriptures. Of course, you can take it as deep as you are able to understand. But televangelists, it's always kind of just got me like, oh man, why do they need like 2 jets? Why do they have this, 20, 50,000 square foot home with all the amenities that a very, very, very wealthy person has? Do they give? And again, I'm not judging them to a certain degree, but it's like, what do they do? Do they give back to their congregation? What good are they doing for their congregation? What good are they doing for the world? And I suppose I could talk about Elon Musk. I suppose, like him or love him or hate him. I don't know. I mean, I really haven't made a decision on him. Do I think he's a great, moral person? No. Do I think Jeff Bezos is a good moral person? I don't know. I don't think so, but who knows? Maybe he is, maybe he's not. I don't know him, and I don't know all the stuff that he does. I guess I'll just stick to Elon Musk. He is incredibly brilliant, I think. I don't think you get to be the richest man in the world without being smart, because you can't just luck into things. You really can't. You can't luck into things, and you can't be that public of a figure. And I mean, I think if he was a nefarious, evil person, I think you wouldn't really hear so much about him. He wouldn't really be as public as he is. That's just my thought. I don't know. I could be wrong about all this because I don't know him. I know he's not the most moral character by sleeping around, but if that's what he wants to do, then hey, that's his choice. And it's kind of not my business, because I'm not looking to him to make my life better. I really am not. I'm not looking to really anybody else in this world to make my life better on this earth. Because if I put my trust in people on this earth, then I will always be let down. I will constantly be let down. Every single person on this earth will let you down to some degree or another. Some way less, some way more. And so what I think we need to do, what I've done, is I put my trust in God, and because he has never left me in my darkest moments. And I think we all have them. I don't know who has just the best, greatest life in the world, that has ever happened. But I don't think. And by the way, here's one of my favorite things to think about is the city of Enoch that was translated and taken up to heaven. It took him over 400 years to get to that point. Isn't that crazy? So it's not like, hey, I'm such a great person. Okay, everybody in the city, let's go. Everybody just immediately just came together and said, great, we're all perfect, and we're going to follow the Lord and do everything that we can. And after, a couple weeks of trying, the Lord said, yep, you guys are perfect. Way to go. Let's go. We're going to heaven. 400 years. I mean, that's a long time to live together, don't you think? I think the longest you can live together with somebody is maybe 85, 90 years, I suppose. Not live with, but you can be married. I don't know what's the longest marriage that's ever lasted, right? 50 years is like, holy cow. 60, 75 years. That's actually doable. Two people that live to 100 get married at 25, or you get married at like 16, way back when, I suppose, right? So, look at that guy. Wow, good move there, buddy. Could you imagine living with people for 400 years? And how many issues there would be building up to finally getting rid of yourself and like not thinking so selfishly the entire time, because that's what it is. If you're selfish, if you're selfish, which by I think our nature here on this earth, we are selfish. It's kind of what we start off with, and what's amazing about Jesus is that he knew who he was, and he knew that he was the most unselfish person, doing nothing for himself. I suppose you could probably argue, and this is how my brain works, is like, well, yeah, he had to eat at some point, but he had already proven that he doesn't need to eat. 40 days and 40 nights, 40 days of fasting, jeez Louise, man. But he was I don't know, I think he's the only one who could ever do that. Am I wrong? I don't think I'm wrong. I think your body shuts down after like 7 days. 7 or 3 days of no water, your body starts shutting down. So anyway, I don't know. I don't want to get too deep into that rabbit hole, but he was the most unselfish person. That's kind of not debatable. Really isn't debatable. He was the ultimate unselfish man to ever live on this earth. So we need to be like him, and we can actually be like him through our faith, like believing. Like, perfect example is Peter walked on water. Of course, Jesus walked on water, but who else walked on water? Peter, because he believed in the Lord. He believed in him. And that's pretty amazing. I've never walked on water. Could you have that much faith? That's a place to get to, by the way. That's the faith level that we all need to get to. So anyway, that's what I think about during the day. This has been the commute so far. The commute's been pretty terrible, but I knew it going in. I knew that it would be terrible. Why? Because there's a little bit of moisture on the ground from rain. It's like, why do people freak out when it rains? Okay, let's see. Let's see if my car is going to save me from rear-ending somebody. And it's a Thursday. I think this is day 95 of recording a video. And if you've made it this long, congratulations. I didn't think I'd make it this long, but boy, I'm talking a lot. All right, slow down a little bit, car. By the way, this is the new update, 14.2.2.3. And as I say, easy, buddy. Don't get too close to me. All right, stop. Ooh. It's a little nerve-wracking, but I'm sacrificing my money and insurance, trusting a car, so you can also. Like, I don't know. What do people do? I mean, people just kind of drift into lanes. I don't get it. But I'll tell you one thing. Full self-driving, supervised, is quite possibly the greatest commuting tool that actually makes you less stressed. And I've talked about this, I don't know how many times, probably ad nauseum, but whatever. It makes these commutes so much better because I'm sitting here not doing anything. I'm just watching the traffic around me. And it's incredible. I just get to, the car has not made a mistake yet. That's the trust issue with the car. AI, right? Trusting Elon Musk. Trusting the engineers that he's hired and the idea that he has hatched for however long it's been. And full self-driving it's like magic. Could you imagine pioneers coming across the plains, seeing something like this? By the way, I really don't like when people tailgate. It's pretty bad. This person right behind me has less than a car length. Hey, how are you? Oh my gosh. People are so rude and selfish. We were already talking about this. All right. Now it can stop. This is making me a little bit nervous with how aggressive some of these drivers are being. So I'm just put it in a Mad Max mode and they'll take a little more aggressive maneuvers. Nobody, by the way, I have not received not one wave in the past 2 months of being here. Everybody just kind of comes in and just doesn't wave whatsoever. So it's a little annoying that people do this, but I don't know. It's like if you let somebody in, tell you what, give them a wave. Say thank you. Say thank you for that person letting you in because they don't have to. Everybody does. You just kind of take it and you're like, well, I deserve. Yeah, it's so much selfishness, which I kind of can't handle a lot. I can't handle selfishness, including in me, by the way. So, look at, what is this person doing? Man, I guess the transitions are the thing that really cause me. You don't need to come over. You're fine. You're okay. Everything's fine. Okay. You doing all right? Wow. She was on her phone So, anyway, I hope you've enjoyed my commute. It's been kind of fun. It's been fun, right? I mean, have you enjoyed yourself? 20 minutes. Oh, it's a marathon. Can't believe if you've made it this far, man. I don't know. I'm gonna think of a prize. If you make it this far at 20 minutes and you hear me, I don't know. I'm gonna think of some type of a prize for you. The the first person to tell me that they've listened to all 20 minutes. You deserve something. It's probably my mom, by the way, so she's like my biggest fan. Oh boy. Because heaven knows my wife will not even watch, like, it may pop up and it may start playing and then she'll just scroll right past it. So there's a little Easter egg right there for my wife to find and figure out. So this is Mad Max mode, going 77 into 65. Whoopsie, it's a little bright. I would call it bright. Pardon me for a second. A little aggressive, but whatever. Oh, you know what? I am going to keep this running and you'll see what it's like to pull into my parking garage at work. It'll be great. It'll be so exciting. I can't tell you how exciting it's going to be. 22 minutes. Oof, can you believe it? Raise your hand if you've made it to 22 minutes. And what have I done? I think I've only used the horn one time because it was kind of somebody not being really, not even close to careful. So anyway, oh, that person's going through a red light. Oh man, come on, don't go through a red light. It says no right on red. Oh, there's two. No right on red. By the way, a couple software updates ago, the Tesla would turn right on red, even though there's clear as day oh, by the way, I gotta tell you, the Mad Max mode does this thing. I don't know why it's like when it's turning right, it'll get into the farthest left lane if it has to, whereas the other modes are kind of slow to get over. So, and this, I don't like it being in this lane right here because I'm gonna have to turn, I'm gonna have to transition to the left or switch lanes once I'm through this light. So we'll just see how it handles it. I'm just gonna, I mean, since I'm already, I'm not too late for work, but since it's such a crazy day with traffic and everything, might as well just let it do its thing. So it should already get over. All right, there we go. Good. Wow. I love how kind of not aggressive the moves are. Why are you not going? Oh, nuts. It did. Crap. Go there. Great. Well, it ruined it. Oh well. Done. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll alter this. I'll go underneath. Ooh, this will be a fun one. This is going to be a fun one today, actually. All right, I'm changing. I'm switching things up. But this will be a really exciting thing right now. I'm going to take it off of full self-driving. Here we go. Needed to change the route. Oh. Here we go. Underneath the Culver Studios. Here we go. Let's frickin'. The underbelly. The underbelly. Culver Studios. Here we go. Hey, good morning. How are you? I'm doing great. Thank you very much. Have a good one. All right, so normally this is only a weekend type of a thing. Ooh, that was a big bump. So in the weekend, none of these spots are filled. None of them. Maybe there's one person charging or whatever. So let's squeeze around this right here. Go here. Oh, it looks like I need to use my key card again. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
You as well.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Well, this is fun. Lots of stuff going on. Wow. Okay, this is new. This is kind of, it's not exciting because it's like, holy Moses, man, what the heck is happening here? There is a lot going on down here. Wow. I mean, it's a huge building. So let's see what this guy's gonna do. What are you gonna do? So, oh, I think that's a valet guy. So I go to the Van Buren parking garage, which who knows what the heck it is. Now, are these people supposed to stop? No, they're not supposed to stop. But I'll go. Thank you. Thank you very much. See, I'd love to park down here, but I can't. I do when it's the weekend. Oh yeah, this is gonna be like, ooh-wee. So busy, so full. I'm gonna go all the way to the top. But hey, you're coming with me. We're almost at 30 minutes, folks. I don't know how people, man, this is a full day. I don't even know if I'm gonna get a parking spot. I just don't think I'm gonna get a spot. Could be 10:30 in the morning, 10:20 in the morning. Let's see. Right? Here we go. I think I have to take the very first one that I see. And then there's going to be some cones that say, no, do not pass. Oh, it's actually not terrible. I thought it was going to be like super crazy busy, but nope. Down below, I guess that's all the who's-ma-call-it's, valet parking for the bigwigs that think they need to have a valet person park their car. Let's see. So far, so not good. I hope you're enjoying this. Going around and around and around. Here we go, everybody. Around and around we go. Oh, there's spots. There's tons of spots. Give me a break. Tons of spots. Here we go. Here we go. In fact, I think I'm just going to go up a little bit, and I'm going to park in one of these spots right here. Oh, that's really rude of that person. So come on, light it up like dynamite. Whoa, whoa. I do kind of want to be. I think I know where. Oh, that's my buddy. Here's what I'm going to do, though. I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to back into one of these spots over here, because I think that's a wise choice, wise decision right here. I don't know how close I can get to that. And we're here. 31 minutes. Holy Moses.